right, guys, we had a huge brokerage issue this morning. I don't know how many of you were trading in pre-market. I've got notes here that I'm reading because I am not a technical expert, but I had every about half hour had been researching and updating my notes to see what had happened. And I'm going to take you real quick. I only took one trade today. I got stuck in it because of this issue and I couldn't get out. And I know a lot of you did. I'll go over it. I had jumped into several Discord groups I belong to. I'm not really active in the Discord groups, but when something like this happens, I jump in and I'll jump in as many of them as I can and see the live trading and see what people are saying. And this affected a lot of platforms. There was one person who was down $5,000 and they were stuck in their trade and could not get out. That is scary. There were people down hundreds of dollars, freaking out, being stuck in their trades. I was stuck in my trade, and I'll take you to the screen in a few minutes here after I explain exactly what happened, or at least what we know for now. And I was down 50 bucks and it just stayed showing 50. My P&L wasn't moving, $49. And I kept hitting sell. I was hitting sell the bid, and my order was being pushed up high. I could see it on my chart. And I'm thinking the spread isn't that high. Why is that doing it? So I close out of that order, re-enter, and it would still be right at that same point as the price is going down and down and down. And I thought, I don't understand. Is this stock going to go to zero and I just can't get out? And so I instantly got on my phone. I still couldn't take the trade, and I called the trade desk. Luckily, I must have been one of the first ones that called because someone picked up right away. And I just said, get me out of this trade. Excuse me, no matter what it takes. I just want out. Luckily, I had only gone in with 25 shares. I just wasn't in the mood. I told you guys, I think it was Friday, that I probably wouldn't trade much this week, or it was yesterday. I don't plan on trading much, and if I do, it's low share size and one time and done. So I was pretty calm, and I just didn't care. This is my day trading account. I don't live on this money. I've always said, if you have a day trading account, it should be money you do not care if you lose. And I don't care if I lose this money, and that helped me to remain calm. So I'm going to read this to you because it's a little technical, but this is what happened. There was it says a major underlying factor appears to be a scheduled but problematic migration of FIX. FIX stands for Financial Information Exchange. There was supposed to be a migration of FIX order entry gateways, and several major liquidity providers and exchanges, including the CME group. So I knew that and didn't jump over to NinjaTrader, and I did not try trading futures. And I already had known that there were traders that were stuck in their futures trades. So they've been transitioning to a new Google Cloud hosted binary protocols this week. Well, the deadline was April 27th, which was yesterday. And they were supposed to migrate over to Google Cloud. And I guess the glitch is that some of the legacy FIX connections, they were failing to connect that and talk to each other. And so that's why we were seeing stuck orders where you'd place your order and it would just be sitting there on your screen stuck. And then your P&L didn't adjust because orders were getting so backed up that they weren't reconciling. So that's the technical part of it. So here's the issue. I finally got out. The woman on the phone at the trade desk at TOS got me out. Thank goodness that right when she got me out, I noticed my P&L just said negative $1.75. I got out for a couple pennies below what I had gotten in, and I was willing to take the risk. And I knew it had to be I didn't know what the problem was at the time, but I knew it had to be system-wide because she said, oh, by the way, I'm gonna credit you the $25 trade fee that we usually charge for calling us. And I thought, yeah, something's up. Okay, so I shut my platform down. I was done. I do have one suggestion for you. If you've stopped trading, or if you are still trading, go to your positions tab and make sure that you have no open trades. And I would do that periodically today and at the close, because what's going to happen, my notes, the research I did said that those orders, when we kept clicking those buttons to try to get ourselves out of the trade, those orders might be floating around out there and they might creep up in that queue and all of a sudden trigger, and you could still have a trade. Or at least, I don't know that I'd call the trade desk to find out if you have any orders sitting there, but I'm not sure of this, but what if they're in a queue somewhere and kind of hidden and then they appear? I would just wouldn't take a chance. So I'm going to head over to the chart, show you where I got in, where I got out, and my loss. And I just want to say again, this was system wide. This, I had seen traders that were in trades in NinjaTrader, Webull, Trade Zero, which I used to trade with Trade Zero, and ThinkOrSwim. I didn't see anyone in any other broker, so I'm not sure if those were the only ones affected or not. So I'm not going to trade the rest of the day. There's earnings today. I'd love to trade Hood, but I'm worried that that glitch might not get fixed. And I don't want to be in a trade with a glitch and can't get out at earnings when they go up and dump. So I'm just done for the day. I'm good. I want to keep my money. All right, let's go see what I did. And please tell me in the comments if you guys got stuck in this and how you handled it. I'd love to know, because this was literally, this affected a lot of people. All right, let's go see what I did. All right, you guys, I'm going to go over my trade right when this fixed migration conflict started. So I had seen this. I was not trying to trade this, except for I just wanted to get right past this level. I just wanted to capture it. Notice how it went from $2 to $5 within 3 minutes. So all I did was I went over to my daily chart and I just marked a few levels, and there weren't many. This was about the only one I could find. And so I rode this, or I didn't write it. I saw this go up, marked that level, came over, and then it comes up, comes back, fails, comes down. And I just noticed here, it just kept hitting this level over and over and over and over. This level was really strong. So the only thing I wanted to do was take really small share size, because I always get worried when stocks go that much in that such a short amount of time. And so I did not feel comfortable. Also, someone in one of the Discord groups I was in said this was Jeff Brands. They'd changed their name. And so I don't like Jeff Brands. I lost in the past. I think it was in January. I took a big loss on sometime a while back. And I just always said I wouldn't trade him again. So, but I saw this level and it was trying to get past there. And I thought, well, maybe I can just capture 10 cents, really low share size. And on this low share size, it was just kind of practicing. I was going to just practice levels and just do that and be done. Well, I got in right here, right at the level, anticipating that it could go up, knowing that it probably wouldn't. And I was just going to immediately within pennies get out. We were also sitting, you can see the purple line. My purple line is the VWAP. We had just passed it, but we were sitting under it, on this last candle. So this was nothing that I wasn't trying really to do anything here. I was just seeing if it would go past. And I figured I'd take a few cent loss and that's it. Well, I tried to hit sell immediately when I didn't get past there. Immediately. It was just a few pennies and my order just sat there. So I got concerned because it's Jeff Brands, come on. So I'm thinking, oh shoot, this thing's going to go down to zero. Now I'm worried because now I'm stuck in the trade. I thought it was because it was that company and they're so horrible. And I kept trying to get out. I would clear out my order, exit out, come over, and I'd sell the bid. And the order would keep me at the same bid price. As price is coming down, I would cancel the order and get back in, and it would shoot the order right back up to the original price that I was trying to get out. So I knew something was up there. My P&L was stuck at a negative $49, even though the price was coming down. That's when I knew something else was up, that it wasn't just me. It wasn't probably just Jeff Brands, because I should have been showing a much bigger loss as it's coming down. So I ended up trying to get on my phone real fast with ThinkOrSwim and see if I could do it on the phone. I couldn't get out, and I immediately called ThinkOrSwim platform. So by the time, at this point, I don't care. It's 25 shares, and I already knew it was a sketchy one to trade. And you guys, I've said it before, this is my day trading account. This is money that you should be willing to lose, and it should not make your hands sweat. The cash I have sitting in this account does not make my hands sweat. I'm okay. And I knew the moment I was on the phone with TOS in my head, I said, it's okay if it goes to zero. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's 25 shares. It goes to zero, whatever. It's not going to hurt me. So that allowed me to stay calm. I can't stress that enough. I knew something was up when she said She wasn't very helpful. You know, she was kind of irritated, and I was being very calm and polite. As soon as she said, you know what, we're going to credit you the $25 trade fee that we charge for calling our desk, I knew something was up. Bingo. So, anyways, right when she got me out, it said negative $1.75. And I just said, whew, I'm done. I ain't trading this again. No way. And I said, that's it. All right. So just to let you know, please go up to your monitor tab and check your positions. Make sure you're not sitting in a trade. I personally don't feel that just because they hurried and did a patch, the research I did said they did a quick patch. A lot of these brokers did, and not all of them have been able to. I'm worried that the patch may not work, or they'll go from a patch to a fix, and I'll be stuck in the middle of that transition going from the patch to fix. So I'm done trading for the day. And Hood has earnings. It could go up $10. I don't care. I'm not going to play it. Any of these. So here's the earnings I have listed over here. And I was all ready. They're sitting there ready to go so I can watch them. I'll still watch them, but just no trades. Okay, guys, let me know if this affected you in any way. I hope none of you were stuck in it. And make sure you take screenshots, you guys. Make sure you call your broker. Make sure you get them to try to give you back like exchange fees or whatever. You never should have been stuck in this. So I'd like to follow up. Let me know what happened. All right, bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.